I'm ready.
All right, cool.
Okay, welcome back to another episode. Not quite sure what Adam's doing, but yeah, welcome back. Today we are hitting you with our top 5 favorite MCU movies. Not Marvel movies in general, just the MCU. So the old ones don't count. It's just all the newer ones. Yeah, they used to do some old films as well, but like there was a couple of original Hulks and stuff as well. But we won't.
Yeah, but they still technically class that as MCU as well.
Only one of them. Only one of them.
Yeah, so the original Hulk.
Yeah, we'll just do MCU. We will do
MCU.
Yeah.
I haven't ordered mine. Hang on, I've got to think.
I've got 6. Got 6.
So I got 6.
An honorary mention.
I got an honorary mention as well. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, cool.
I don't have an honorary mention. These are my top 5. Everything else is it's all right.
Everything else is just exactly the same.
Done it.
It's just all right. Actually, no, I can give one honorary, I guess.
Well, as you guys should have imagined by now, we are all pretty big Marvel fans, especially the last 10 years or so with the MCU. That's been brilliant for most people. There's been a few terrible films, but we won't mention them right now. Maybe another time.
Well, we'll be next time. I've got that ready. I'm about to slay in all of them.
I'm about to slay it, Queen. God damn.
I'm about to put cases on all you bitches.
Yeah,
sorry, Mike.
Again.
I have to do it. All right?
Different podcast. Same words being used.
Same attitude. Come on, Adam.
This is why when I upload on this videos, I have to click not for kids. Because then I can just say it.
Yeah, well, that's
all right.
That's you. Right. What are we going for?
Who wants to kick it off?
5.
Number 5, I'm going to go Civil War.
Yeah, I like
Captain America, Civil War is number 5 for me.
Yeah, that was a good film. Some fight scenes are a bit dodge. My number 5 is Doctor Strange.
Oh, I didn't put that in.
Preach. That's my top. That well, that's my number 5. That's my number 5.
Yeah,
I didn't put that in.
I actually. Oh, look, he's gutted now, isn't he?
I like Civil War because obviously it's like when the battle against each other and the Tony Stark and that, and then you find out about Tony Stark's parents and Bucky's in it, and then it's just good fight scenes in there as well.
So to be fair, it's not bad. It's not a bad film. It's enjoyable.
It's all right. I love it.
It's all right.
What's number 4 then?
Number 4. There's only one number 4 because the other 3 are just the best ones, and that's Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, same. Mine's the same.
And there's only one reason that's in my top 5, and that is because of Korg. Because Korg is an OG. Korg is a G.
I feel like Jay's got something different though.
I do have something different, yeah.
What's your one?
I have the first Avengers film, the New York.
Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, Avengers Assemble, isn't it?
Yeah, the very first time that they all get together.
I forgot about that one.
I think some of the fight scenes in that are brilliant. Where Iron Man comes in, and I think Loki's a good villain in it as well.
And the scene where Hulk goes, "I'm always angry," and then
the Hulk is actually good in that film.
Exactly. Just the end scene, that whole fight scene is one of the best MCU fight scenes of recent years.
Yeah, it was really good film, actually. Really, really good film.
And even when on the airship as well, like the scenes there and the fight scenes there, and
that's it. Thor has a little fight with Hulk on it.
Yeah, they're still clashing as well. Like, don't trust each other. And
well, that's it. The beginning bit is when Thor comes to Earth and has a fight with Captain America and Iron Man.
Exactly.
In the beginning,
in the middle, which is also sick.
I forgot about that one.
Which is why that makes my number 3.
Oh. See, me and Mike have swapped because 3 for me is Thor Ragnarok.
See, 3 for me is Infinity War.
Oh, that low down.
Oh.
Logan.
I've got no, but there's two others that need to be up high because they one of them means a lot because but the other one obviously will be top.
Good explaining.
Yeah.
I know you can't say nothing because it ruins it.
I mean, you lot will seriously be shocked in the end when you realise one of them isn't in there for me.
I think.
Yeah, I'm feeling I know which one's not going to be in there for you, but yeah.
So
I think I know which ones, but yeah, go on.
So Infinity War was my third. What's your my third?
My third is for Ragnarok.
Yeah, and mine's Avengers Assemble.
Oh, okay.
Three different answers there.
Yeah, Infinity War just like it's the Randolph and just
I'm interested when you hear your Thanos. 1 and 2, to be fair.
Well, you see, like with Infinity War, you start to see Thanos.
I think I know he's 1 and 2. I think I know he's 1 and 2.
What do you think?
So let's say 2. Guess he's 2.
It's got to be either Endgame or Iron Man.
You can't guess both. You've got to guess. You've got to guess one.
Well, I think that's his top 2. But let's just go through it. Number 2.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original Iron Man is my number 2 as well.
The original Iron Man is not in my top 5, but I will give it an honorary mention.
Yeah. What's your top 2 then? What's your 2?
He's 100% got Guardians. 100% got Guardians, mate.
I haven't.
You ain't got Guardians.
What's your 2 then?
Here. My 2 is Endgame.
Endgame for 2.
Endgame for 2.
I think I know what your number 1 then.
Well, yeah, it's the only other film.
What's your other 2? What's your 2s?
Yeah, but my number 2 obviously is Iron Man 1. I absolutely
Iron Man 1.
Love that film, mate.
I watched that on repeat, man. I will watch that over and over again.
It's genuinely, you could watch that as a standalone film, no problem.
It's not one that I quite happily watch over and over again.
Don't get me wrong.
When I first started watching them, it obviously being like one of the first, for me it was one of those standalone films because you didn't really know where it was going. You didn't know where it was going. You just knew Iron Man was going. Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like obviously there was one in Hulk, but essentially the first end cutscene as well, where it introduced Thor into the Marvel universe as well. Yeah. No one knew he was coming until they see that. And it was a bit like, oh my days, Thor's coming as well, yeah. So
to me, it was just that cutscene. I fell in love with obviously Tony Stark, but then Robert Downey Jr. as well as Iron Man, and that just
brilliant.
Starts it all off for me.
Brilliant decision to have him as Iron Man. I couldn't. They said that Tom Cruise was close to getting it. I could not imagine Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Iron Man.
Can you imagine all those films with Tom Cruise in it?
Oh God, I don't want to. I really don't.
So
and they were.
He wouldn't fly. He'd just run everywhere.
Jump off of buildings.
Yeah,
it was skydive everywhere.
Oh mate, no, it wouldn't have made it. Downey Jr. virtually single-handedly in the beginning made the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
100%.
And they trust him so much. They told him all pretty much the ending.
Yeah, he was
one of the only people. Yeah,
he was the only one who fully read the Endgame script, I think.
Yeah,
which.
They couldn't trust half the others because they kept giving them secrets out.
Well, they couldn't trust Tom Holland, could they?
No, they told him the funeral was bloody a wedding.
Yeah, he just completely mismatched him, isn't it?
He was like, "Who's getting married?"
Useless bloke, man. Honestly,
right,
I love him. I love him as Spider-Man.
Number 1.
Is yours Endgame, Adam?
It is not Endgame. Yeah, it's gotta be, man. It's gotta be.
Why? Why has it got to be?
It just has, man. The ending of it, the highs and lows, the emotional connection to it. Oh, mate. And but the thing is, though, the build-up was so good that the ending had to be great. And I feel like it was what we needed.
See, unfortunately, it's the problematic predictability of it. You just knew they was going to win and come back.
Yeah, but it was just... I just feel like... I don't know... I felt so emotionally invested in that film as well because of the build-up.
For me, not enough heroes died for the amount of things that they've done. What, one died? Because she had to die. That's the only reason.
The only bit that I truly enjoyed about that film Like I enjoyed all of it. Don't get me wrong, but the only bit that got me on the edge of my seat, was the bit where Captain America picks up Thor's hammer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That for me was the best part of the whole film.
Yeah, but the sadness of it all, man. I love you 3000.
Yeah, it was emotional.
When he
It's
goes,
why it
I
makes
am
my
Iron
number
Man.
2. It's why it makes my number 2.
What's your number 1 then, Jake?
Infinity War.
So is mine.
Oh,
I think
Mate,
the fight scenes in Infinity War.
How often do you see a bad guy win?
yeah, it's true.
He set a mission and completed it.
That's true. Yeah.
I also just think the fight scene is so much better.
Yeah, it's a lot
especially
more
when they're
interactive as well.
What's it called? Where's Black Panther live? Wakanda. Yeah.
And you had the best entrance of a superhero ever with Thor.
Thor. Yeah.
It's like,
Mate,
because I like your beard.
Oh, mate, the music, the effects. Then he jumps up, shouting, "Where's Thanos?" The thunder comes down, mate. I've watched just that little opening bit over and over again.
Yeah,
it's the opening.
No, like where he comes in, not the entrance.
Oh no, but the opening as well with Loki and Thor and so good. Children of Thanos.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Infinity War is the best one.
Do you know what? Thanos deserved the amount of screen time he had. He was a brilliant fan of Thanos as well. He was what people expected. Josh Brolin done a great job as him.
Yeah. Just his delivery of all lines and stuff was insane. Man.
And even then, you thought Thor had done it and just about saved it. Like, no, Thanos still wins.
Yeah.
Thanos still wins. And that's, again, even in that film, Thor has an extremely emotional time. He's got tragedy with his brother and stuff.
And the thing is, though, if you actually deep it, like, Endgame wouldn't be as good as it was if it didn't have Infinity War there, pushing it up there.
Oh, of course. They had to do something better than that. They had to.
Exactly.
And I think that is the slight issue, that they've tried to force a bit too much into Endgame. That's the reason it's not as good. Because to be fair, I watched Endgame and I was like, oh, what a film. But you always felt it was a bit like, kind of knew that was coming.
And I'm just a little bit more disappointed that Captain Marvel, she didn't really do anything.
Captain
and I was really
Marvel
disappointed. I was just so disappointed by her.
She can no. She annoys me. She disappears, man, and then comes in, destroys a ship, and what else does she do?
That's it.
No, that's what she's good at, blowing up ships.
Yeah, but what else, man?
Do you know the bit that does get me in that film though, where she's holding the glove with Thanos? And he like headbutts her and it does nothing. So it's a bit like, cool. And then just takes off the power stone and then punches her miles. Like, fine, I'll do that instead then. Fine.
But like, thing is though, you expected her to do so much.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
And then like the film itself was meh. I didn't really rate it.
No,
it's good. It's good, but I didn't like compared to all the others. It was like, it was just a stopgap, just to introduce her character in.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was. It's exactly what it would never make my top 5.
Oh no, never. Just teaser. She's in my worst.
To be fair, I haven't thought about my
put her
worst 5 films yet.
She'd probably be in my worst as well. To be fair, I haven't thought about it. But
she won't be low in my worst. She won't be low. Wait, she might be low in my worst.
Do you know what? As much as I loved Iron Man 3 is definitely in my worst.
Dead.
Iron Man 3. Which one was that one? Was that the one with the
electric guy in it?
No. That the whips is number 2.
Number 3 is with all of them. The Inferno guy. Yeah.
The heat people.
But I still enjoyed it. though. That's the thing. No, with the MCU, even if they're worse, I can still enjoy them, man. I still enjoy it.
You still don't mind them, and you still watch them. But if you had the choice, you wouldn't put it on.
No.
Yeah, because I knew someone who wanted to do like the whole Marvel like series. When they kept saying to me, "Oh, there's Captain Marvel," I said, "With Captain Marvel, you could probably not bother with it."
Yeah, but then that's how you know they're not great films, because you're a bit.
I was like, there's not much in that story that's going to tell you any more It's just for the character.
Maybe in like 3-4 films time, you might look back and think, "Oh, okay, that's what links that in. That's what links that in." But
well, that's the thing; it's still ongoing now. It hasn't ended really. Like,
no, it hasn't. No, there's loads to come. There is a hell of a lot to come.
There is.
but that was our top 5.
Thanos for the win, mate.
Thanos, insane.
Thanos for the win. That's it. All they've got to do is find a bad guy, bigger, better, stronger than Thanos, and make him believably stronger. But there is loads that are stronger than him. But
that's the good thing about Thanos. Even without all the stones, he's insane.
Pure powerful, mate.
Like his fighting ability, insane. Like he took a Hulk with just one stone, I think, wasn't it?
He didn't even use that stone.
Oh, he didn't know.
He didn't even use the stone.
No,
and he buffed him up.
I did.
And again, that was the issue with Endgame. There was no
Hulk.
You didn't see no change in the Hulk. He just appeared as Smart Hulk or Professor Hulk, and then there was no
infuriating.
And after that, he was even more useless than he was before. And he didn't have another fight with Thanos.
Well, I feel like Hulk in that Endgame was just more of a comedy value than anything else.
Yeah, it's pathetic, mate. Absolutely pathetic.
It was big disappointment.
There weren't the raw brute strength. It was just, I'm strong now. That's it.
But no, it's not for me. He lost it for me, mate. That's why Endgame #1. Even though you don't really see Hulk in Endgame, Infinity War, sorry, it's still better than Endgame.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Things though, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But hey,
you messed up my list now. I feel like I need to sort things around.
No, that's it.
That's your list.
Fuck it.
You've got your opinions, and I've got mine. But for me, Infinity War #1, mate.
Yes, all the way.
So let us know in the comments what you think your favourite film is, your top 5 even. Leave a comment. What do you think about our opinions? Adam's terrible, but what do you think? No, just basically leave a like, a share, a comment.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.
Peace.
Peace out.